on Wednesday, and I am here. I'm live again today because I have some good things to share with you. I'm excited about it. So I said, you know what? Maybe I should go live every day so I can tell them all the juicy stuff. So if you're joining me, say hi, Jerusha. Does that work? Hold on. I am streaming in several places. The cool part about this is I get to. Hello, gorgeous on TikTok. If you are joining me, make sure you speak to me. Say hi, Jerusha. All the pretty people say hi, Jerusha. Comment below. Let me know that you are here. And so that way I can acknowledge you. I see you. I see you showing up live with me. It's 1:30. Do me a favor. If you like motivation, inspiration, and free business tips, do me a favor and follow me. Click, if you're on Facebook, click the three dots and do the see first. And that way, when I go live, you get a notification. Obviously, if you're on TikTok or Instagram, all you got to do is follow. And so today we're going to talk about how to identify what's stopping you from being more successful. How to identify what's stopping you from being more successful. Because I know a lot of you are already successful, but you want more. So if you already know, like that's me, I need it all. I want it all. Yes, if that is you, say me. Just put me. Hi, gorgeous. She waving to me. How you doing? So if you're new to me, make sure you put newbie in the comments below. Miss Monica's in the building. Yes, I see you. Miss Natasha is in the building. So let me know that you're in the building. Yes, and let me know where you are from. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you're a Georgia peach, let me see all the peaches. I'm actually from South Carolina, so I'm actually not a Georgia peach. So I'm actually from South Carolina, but I live in Georgia. And so if you are new to me, you're just now hearing the sound of my voice, make sure you put newbie in the comments so I can acknowledge you. I see you. And so we're going to talk about how to identify what's stopping you from being more successful. And so I had to figure that out for myself. And so I see you. Hello, Miss Timothy. How you doing? Hello. So what I need you to do is so important. Share and tag. If you know someone and they are trying their best, because this is where I was, trying to be more successful, and you just could not figure it out. You're like, what is the deal, Pickle? Is everything kosher? And so that was me, and I started to look at self. And so if you've ever heard me live before, I'm always talking about it starts with you. You're the problem. You're the solution. It starts with you first. And so I still am working on myself. Every day I'm working on me. Every day I'm my biggest competition. Every day it's all about Jerusha. Every single day. And so if you're joining me for the first time, I am Jerusha Wiggins. Yes, motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach in a direct sales business. And I help women, particularly in corporate America, start a business on a part-time basis. Okay. And I teach them how to build their businesses with my organization online and offline. I also help women, obviously, who currently have a business build their businesses. And so I'm super excited because I did it, right? I used to work in corporate America, worked in radio and television. That's my background. My degrees are in communications and public relations. Love the industry, hated the hours after I had my first preemie son. So when I had my son, I was like, I don't think I want to work. I was like, I think I want to stay home. And so my plans changed. The job didn't change. Corporate America didn't change. I changed. I was like, yeah, I don't think I want to be in an office or a cubicle anymore. What can I do? And so I can tell you, I started first interior decorating. I was like, this is something I love. I love home decor. I'll do that. And I actually did pretty well, not enough to leave my job or anything, but I was picking up clients and things of that nature. I was like, oh my gosh. And then somebody introduced me to network marketing and direct sales. Crazy story, right? And so the first person that talked to me, I listened to the business opportunity and I got started because no one else had ever spoken to me about that. My plan was to work in corporate America forever. And my plan was to do that until, right, I learned there was another way. I'm not going to say better way, another way that was conducive to the lifestyle that I wanted. And so, because I think it's important for people to love what they're doing. My husband absolutely loves what he does in television, right? And so if you love it, it's nothing wrong with that. Don't feel guilty. But I will say, you probably should have a side hustle. And so, yes, I want to talk to you. You probably should be building something on the side so you can take full advantage, right, of all the things that are available, particularly online, utilizing technology. And so hopefully today we're going to identify what may be stopping you. Obviously, I don't know if it's stopping you, but what may be stopping you from being more successful. First of all, I want to say, oh, hi, gorgeous. Yes, do what scares you the most. I know I need you to do what scares you until it doesn't. If it scares you to do a TikTok, do it. If it scares you to do a reel, do it. If it scares you to go live, do it. Whatever. If it scares you to talk to a client, do it. If it scares you to ask for the sale, do it. Whatever is scaring you the most, I need you to do it until it doesn't. Because you can conquer what you cannot. I think Delatoro McNeil, he's a motivational speaker, Delatoro McNeil. I think he said it first. I heard Paula White say it as well. But anyway, I want to make sure whoever said it, they said you can't conquer what you don't confront, and you can't confront what you don't identify. A pretty person is going to write that down in the comments for me. You can't conquer what you don't confront, and you can't confront what you don't identify. So first of all, you got to identify you have a problem, right? First of all, whatever that problem is, you got to identify it so you can fix it. And so in business, we have to identify our strengths and we have to identify our weaknesses. And so most people start a business, but they don't know what's stopping them. They might be doing something, right? But if they're not working on themselves, they never see the level of success that they are trying to achieve. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Okay. So I need you to identify what's stopping you from being more successful. I see you on Facebook. Put it in the comments for me, right? Put hashtag helpful if this is helpful so far. And I am all about people, especially women, living up to their full potential. I was so afraid to leave my so-called secure job to build my business, but I was excited to do it, right? I was like, this is a risk, but I need to take the risk for my son. I was ready to do it, right? Was there fear? Yes, but I wanted to conquer that fear. Was there hesitation? Yes, but I wanted to overcome that as well. And so I'm all about people really living up to their full potential, because my full potential just takes off running in front of me every single morning, and I'm always trying to catch up. And so I was a little afraid to leave, but I did. And people thought I was crazy to leave a television, the world news leader, to go do a direct sales business. People thought I was crazy. I was crazy enough to try. I was crazy enough to bet on me. I was crazy enough to learn a skill. I was crazy enough to say, you must not know I serve a good God. I was crazy enough to do it. I was betting on myself. Okay. And so I conquered my fear of failure. I conquered my fear of working on commission. I'd never done that before. I conquered my fear of talking to people and building my network. I conquered my fear of lack of knowledge, because when you don't know something, you feel insecure, right? Well, I didn't know anything about sales, network marketing, direct sales. I didn't know anything about that. That was not my lane. Okay. So I conquered that fear of uncertainty. Well, what if, what if this happens? What if it doesn't? And so, hello, Miss Kimberly, I see you in the building. And so you've got to figure that out. What's stopping you? So I conquered those fears. The enemy is fear. People think the enemy is other people, but the enemy is actually fear. We think it's hate, but it's fear. And so I think it was Gandhi who said, the universe encourages us to do it now. So that's why I said, do it now. Do it messy. Do it while it's not perfect. Do it now. So the universe encourages us to do it now and to do it all. And so I'm going to provide key steps to conquering certain obstacles that may be stopping you from living out your dream, may be stopping you from starting that business, may be stopping you for whatever, going live, just pressing the button, whatever it is. I'm going to go over some things, some steps that helped me. And so you can take these and start doing them. If they're useful, great. But I can tell you what, the best thing you can do, because people don't like it when people are perfect, right? And people like to say, oh, you worked in radio and television. This is not the same. Like, that stuff is prepared for you. This is original content. This is being more creative, right? Using your own creativity. Everything else is planned. And so this is totally different. So I started with zero like everybody else, right? And so never be afraid to try something new. Remember, amateurs built the ark. Professionals built the Titanic. And see what happened? And so you are an amateur. I was an amateur, but I was okay with that. Because you're going to attract your tribe as you grow, as you identify who you are. People are going to fall in love with you. Oh, thank you so much. Yes. And so when I laid off my corporate job, I leaped out on faith, and I had to say, okay, Jerusha, you can't stop. If you do this, you got to keep going. Right? You just can't give up. I can't go back. I can't ask for my job back, all of the things. But I did set myself up before leaving. I don't want anybody to believe that I just quit. I do not recommend that at all. I recommend you build your side hustle with your full-time job, okay, to the point where your part-time income can take care of your household expenses. And if that's your desire to leave, then you do so. But if it is not, you can do both. I know many people and clients that I work with, they do both, okay? But you've got to learn to accept fear as a part of life, especially the fear of change. Unlike most people, most people want something for nothing. And if you want something for nothing, you get nothing for something. And so I challenge you to do one thing every day that scares you. That one thing that you're like, oh my gosh, I keep going online and every top producer keeps telling me to do one thing, to press the start button, and you're still not doing it. Why? Why do you think you're not doing it? Why? Why? If you want more, why do you think you're not doing more? Okay? Why? It's good to be in business. Okay? It's good to start. I just wanted to be at a place where I could help more people. And so if I stayed in my same position, I wasn't going to help more people. I like to talk. I like to engage. And I wanted to do more of it, right? So I needed to show up differently. I needed to show up every single day. And so I just feel like you better live now. If you cannot live the way you want, there's no point. Like, you better live the way that you want to live right now. So this is the key. Stop being scared and afraid of what is meant for you. I just believe if you're meant to be a speaker, you're meant to, build an app, whatever it is, I think what is yours is yours. The moment you conquer that fear, you will see success. And it builds your confidence, right? It builds your confidence in your business. It builds your confidence in yourself. So let's talk about the basis of working on your business, working on yourself, and conquering certain obstacles so you can be more successful. If this is helpful, say helpful, Jerusha. I see you. Thank you for joining me. Yes. Number one. Okay. This is what I believe that stops most people from being super successful is time. A pretty person is writing this in the comments. I see you, Melissa. Thank you so much. If you could write this in the comments for me. Yes, Miss LaShonda's in the building. Yes. All right. Number one is time. Okay. Now, most people are really not good with managing themselves because you cannot manage time. And I know people say time management, and I might, say that, but it's really about managing you because that 24 hours is coming whether you do it or not. And so you can't stop it and manage it, but you can manage your activity that you're actually doing within that time. So most people's problem, what they say is the problem is time. Really, I know Eric Thomas, he is a top motivational speaker, which you probably know, right? He talks about procrastination, that there's no such thing as procrastination. You have all these people that are saying, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, but they haven't done it yet. They say, oh, they're a procrastinator. Don't title yourself as a procrastinator. You are not a procrastinator. It's just not that important to you yet. That's all. You're not a procrastinator. It's just not that important to you yet. So stop giving that excuse of, oh, I don't have time. Oh, I'm just a procrastinator. You're not. You have the same 24 hours as everybody else. The beggar and the billionaire have the same 24 hours. So what I would tell you is, obviously, use your time wisely. Every day you make time. Okay? You're not just going to get an extra hour to build your business. Every day you make time. You make the time. You make the time for your business. You schedule the time every day for your business. Do it for the next 21 days so you can form a habit. They say, I don't know, they say it takes 21 days to form a habit. Well, you try it and you message me and tell me where you are starting today in 21 days, doing something consistently that's going to help grow your business. And then you can see the results. Then you can evaluate where you need to go. But schedule the time. So I teach a course on a power hour because I worked in corporate America. My son was 2 at the time, and I built my side business. So I created this power hour every day working on my business, because earlier I told you I didn't know anything, right? So I didn't know anything. Okay. So I never sold anything. I just didn't know. I am very good in my lane. At that time was television and radio. And so because this was so new to me, I made the time, right? I made the time to study. I made the time. If you heard me before, I talk about Drive Time University. Drive Time University is when I was in the car, I was listening to mentors. I was listening to Zooms. I was listening and learning the industry. See, I made the time, because typically what most people do in the car is they talk on the phone, listen to the radio, they're talking to the person, their girlfriend or whatever. But during that time, that became Drive Time University. And so I was self-educating. I was like, if I'm going to leave, right, I have to make the time, and I want to be confident in what I'm talking about when I decide to leave. So don't allow yourself to say time is the reason you're not more successful, because that's something you can conquer. You can actually conquer that. And you can write this down. Here's an acronym for time. So I always say time, T-I-M-E. Write this down. Okay, you're writing it down for me. Thank you, Stephanie. Stephanie say, yes, Jerusha. Write this down for me, Stephanie. Okay, time, T-I-M-E. Time is today. I maximize everything. So when I went to bed at night, I would say, okay, today I got to maximize everything. Today I have to maximize everything. I have to maximize my time. I became a professional time thief. I told my son that. I said, time. Today I maximized everything. He said, or for lazy people, it could be tomorrow is my excuse. I said, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Tomorrow is my excuse. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to write that chapter in my book tomorrow. I'm going to start that Zoom tomorrow. I'm going to start that group in Facebook tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is my excuse of why I cannot do it today. But let me just tell you, tomorrow is today. Do it today. You start. That's the number one thing that I hear from most people that's stopping them from being more successful. They have not conquered their time, which they can do. Okay. Everybody can do it. And I love the story that Eric Thomas gives about procrastinators. I tell it all the time. I'm like, that's true. Okay. He said that if I told you, okay, LaShonda, if I told you that you're going to meet me at 3 a.m. in the morning and I'm going to give you $1 million. Okay. You're going to meet me tomorrow morning, 3 a.m. I'm going to give you $1 million. You will probably be at my office at 2:30 a.m. You're not going to forget. You're going to be on time, right? You're not going to be late because you want that $1 million. Therefore, you're not a procrastinator. You showing up for what you want. You're showing up for what you want to do. And that's why I believe people should actually own what they're not doing. Own what it is. Say it. It's not that important to me. I want to build a business, but I haven't made the time. It's not that important yet. That sounds a little different, doesn't it? As opposed to saying, oh, I don't have the time. You do have it. You're choosing to do other things. Okay. And so I teach a power hour. If you follow me, I go live every Tuesday at 1:30 on my business page. I teach how that's possible for you. Number 2, negativity. Oh my goodness. Number 2 is negativity. Stop asking people in your circle who are not successful in your industry how to be successful. I don't even get it. I just told you I never ran a business before. My girlfriend at the time, we're still friends, at the time she never ran a business either. Why would I be asking her how to run my business? I don't even understand it. I never asked her how to run my business. I was asking my mentor, if you are in a business where you have an upline or a leader or whatever you call it, I was asking that person, how did you do it? You find a mentor in your thing. There are 2 ways to get wisdom, mistakes and mentors. I choose a mentor. And so you want to make sure that you stop hanging around people that say, why are you doing that? Why do you think you could be successful doing that? Why did you start that type of business? Stop hanging around people that say, why did you do that? You want to hang around people that say, why not? Because that's what I would say. Why not? Why not start that nonprofit? Why not take that course? Why not go back to school? Why not, apply for that promotion? Why not? You don't want to hang around people that say, why are you doing that? They don't want you to be more successful than them, right? That's most people's problems. They don't. They want to see you do well, but not better than them. So you want to hang around those people that's pushing you forward to success. Every day they're pushing you forward to success. So in my organization, I'm personally developing 100 online leaders in my organization. And so in my first training with them, I say, I'm going to push you forward to success. You're going to get tired of me trying to push you forward. When you want me to stop, you're going to have to say, Jerusha, stop making me successful, because I'm going to not apologize for pushing you further than you think you can go. I'm not going to apologize for that. And so you want to get around those people like, come on, girl, get up. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, that's all right. You sick today? What's wrong? You got a cold? You can still do it. Get up. Because you go to work with the cold, with the sniffle. You go to work with the cramp. You go to work and you still do that, right? So you can still work on your business today. That is still a priority for you today. Okay? And so you find a mentor or someone that believes in you when you don't believe in yourself. When you are tired, you're frustrated, you feel like you've done everything in the world. You're like, I think I did that. But you have to be with someone, say, okay, let's do it this way if you've done it that way. Let's get results this way. You have to hang around people that are super successful in your industry and will push you further to success. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Because your mentor or upline, she's vested in you. Because if you're in an industry where if you're doing well and she's doing well, she wants you to do well. She wants you to do more than well. So we win, right? We win. Number 3, if this is helpful so far, say, Jerusha, I am so glad I stopped the scroll. Because most people, when they get online, they're just scrolling, and something has to make them stop the scroll and listen. So hopefully I helped you stop the scroll today and you are learning something. If this is helpful, please comment helpful. But I go live every Tuesday at 1:30. If you love this, there's a link in the bio. And so you can get free business tips and motivation and inspiration. Just click the link in my bio so you can get that on a weekly basis. I would love to service you in that area because I wish I would have found me, this version of me, in 2017 when I started online. So I went live January of 2017 was my first time showing up on social media the way that I did. And I was scared to do it, but I was like, well, that's where the money is, online, because there are more people online, right? I build more relationships online. And so I wish I would have found a version of me at that time instead of me making all of those mistakes. But then again, I say, you know what? If it wasn't for those mistakes, I can't appreciate where I am now, and I wouldn't be able to share what I know for sure. And so I am so excited to have you. Okay, so number 3, excuses. Okay, excuses people give about why they're not more successful. Let me just tell you, excuses are lies we tell ourselves. Okay, so whatever obstacle comes your way, you can handle it. Whatever it is, you cannot stop working your business. You must continue the journey toward your goal. You cannot stop. You can't allow yourself, right, to, if your dream is really big, right, whatever that looks like, and you know you dreamed about this for years, like, if I could be this person, right, why would you allow yourself, right, because you're in control, the body does exactly what the mind tells it to do. And so the moment you tell yourself an excuse like, I'm tired, once it's here, right, the body says, I'm tired. She's right, I'm tired. If you tell yourself, I'm sleepy today, I can't get up at 6 a.m. and start writing a chapter in my book, I'm so sleepy. Once you say it here, the body does exactly what the mind says. Then all of a sudden, your body is so sleepy. You like, oh my God, I'm so sleepy. I can't even keep my eyes open, right? So that's where you have to start talking to yourself. If you don't talk to yourself, you're not my people. You've got to start talking to yourself, encouraging yourself, right? Every day I'm just talking to myself. I could be driving with my boys. I have 2 boys. And so I could be driving and I just start talking to myself, and they can tell when I'm talking to myself. My son's like, Mom, you all right? And so, because I'm talking myself into something, right? I'm talking myself into doing something that I'm afraid to do because I want to conquer that thing. I'm already envisioning how that's going to look. And so I want you to stop giving yourself excuses about why you're not where you want to be. Own it. Say, okay, I didn't make the time. Okay, I thought television was more important. I thought, hanging out with friends was more important. I thought whatever it was, and now I'm going to change it. You can always change it. That's like when somebody wants to lose weight. Once you make a decision, it's just like that. If you want to start losing weight and you're eating potato chips, you can make that decision. You know what? I'm going to start eating healthier and I'm going to lose weight. While you're eating the chips, you make the decision. Because indecision is also a decision. And so you've got to decide. Thank you for joining me, Mimi. You got to decide, am I going to allow myself to have all of these excuses every day? And every time I see people, I continue to say, oh, yeah, I'm going to be a millionaire one day. Oh, yeah, I'm going to write that book one day. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do this one day. And the person don't believe you because you haven't done anything, right? And you don't believe you, more importantly. You don't believe you because you keep making excuses. Number 4. Oh, she said, thank you, Jerusha. Well, you're welcome. Sometime I have to give it to you. I'm hard if you work with me. Like my organization, I am hard on them if they work with me. I'm telling you. So if you love any of this and you like, you know what? She's right. I need a little bit more coaching. I need to figure it out. I want to go live online, or I want to post more. I want to get more engagement online. I don't want to just watch other people win. I want to win. Well, I'm offering a 2-day, it's free, a 2-day challenge. And all you have to do is click the link in the bio, how to get more engagement. Okay, obviously online. How to get more engagement online so you can build your business. If you want something like that, I'm going live, right, in the private sector. So click the link for all the information. Click the link in my bio, and it absolutely says, yes, how to get more online engagement. Click it, right? And once you click it, it'll give you all the information. And so I'm going to be live this week. Saturday and Sunday is when the course is, or the challenge. 2 days with me. And so, yes, okay, good. So make sure you do it. And it's free. So if you have a business partner, you have a team, you have people that you work with, and you're like, oh, we need to do this together, then you need to make sure that you send her the link as well so that you can do it together. It's always fun to work with somebody that's as hungry as you are, to pair yourself with somebody that's really going to push you to do it. So everybody should have that person that we're running together. We're doing it together. So make sure you share. Obviously, when you share the broadcast, you're my people. You share or tag someone. The only thing about Facebook, I did put it in the description on yesterday. She said, is it in the description on Facebook? Facebook really doesn't like for you to put a link while you're live. So I didn't put it on there today, but I will come back on there and comment if you put hashtag engagement. If you put hashtag engagement, I will make sure my assistant sends you the link, because Facebook doesn't like links on your main profile. And so I'm live on my profile. So to answer your question. But yes, you can just hashtag engagement on Facebook and I'll make sure that you get it as well. So that's this weekend. Yes, Saturday and Sunday. All you got to do is click the link if you want to hear how you can get more engagement. I got some really good tips for you that's going to change your life. I'm serious, that I believe changed my business. Number 4, you're going to celebrate your wins. The one thing that I see people do, they think they're going hard. They work a full-time job like I did. You know, my son was a toddler at the time, husband, all the things like everybody else, right? And you're hustling, like you're working. You think you're doing everything. You're like, I'm doing it, Jerusha. You're doing it, but you're not celebrating, okay? One thing that's going to help you conquer what's stopping you is to reward yourself. You've got to celebrate your wins daily, even if it's a small win. Thank you for joining me, Deanna Marie in the building, okay? So if you are going to make 30 phone calls to clients, right? You celebrate once you've completed that. If you are going to reach out to 5 new prospects online, you celebrate once you do that. If you're going to, say, you know what, I'm going to make $500 in sales today, and you reach that $500, even if you reach $200, whatever it is, you celebrate. You've got to celebrate yourself. Whatever is celebrated gets repeated. You can write that down. Whatever is celebrated gets repeated, because once you celebrate, you can go to Party City, go buy some confetti and go in the parking lot and throw the confetti up in the air and celebrate. Say, I did it. I did it. I did a TikTok. I did it. I did a reel. Whatever it is, you did it. You deserve to be celebrated. And so you want to make sure you turn on some music. If that's your thing, I love dancing. I don't know how to dance. And so I love dancing, but I don't know how to do all of the dances. And so I just enjoy the movement. So if dancing is it, listening to music, whatever gets your goat, do it. Okay? I need you to celebrate the small wins. It doesn't have to be you ranked up. You got a promotion. Those are big wins, right? It doesn't have to be that. It could be you did one thing that you normally don't do. You conquered that thing. Celebrate, okay? Every single day. You deserve it. You deserve it, right? And nobody's going to celebrate you like you're going to celebrate you, right? No one's going to celebrate you like you. No one can feel what you feel. Oh, she said helpful. Oh, I see you on TikTok. She says helpful. All right. And the last thing, number 5, I can tell you to help you is accountability. Write that down. Number 5 is accountability. That's hard for a lot of people. Okay. Very hard. Okay. As a top producer in my organization, I hold key players accountable. Okay. And so you have to have somebody that you, I don't want to say report to, but somebody that you have to talk to and communicate with about what your activity is that's going to help you produce money. Okay. So you got to have that accountability partner, because in corporate America, you have an accountability person. You're a manager, the CEO, you're accountable to that person. They're paying you to do a job, and every day you show up without fail and you do that job. You're not procrastinating on their job because you have to do it, right? It's important to you. That's why you're doing it. And so every day you show up. You're not lazy. You show up and do that job all the time, right? So you can show up every day for your business. You can show up every day for yourself. And so on a corporate job, you have management that you have to report to. If you have a business, you've got to find somebody that you're accountable to on a daily basis or a weekly basis. So in my organization, in my business, I say you need to be talking to me. I use Voxer. It's an app. It's like a walkie-talkie. If those of you that are familiar with Voxer, let me know. Put Voxer in the comments below. Say Voxer. It's a walkie-talkie. It allows me to talk back to them when I'm doing something else. Like I'm a multitasker, right? And so Voxer allows me to talk to my team members and clients just like that. And so you got to figure out, and I respond to them more quickly than texting me. Okay. And I want you to hear the voice. I'm a voice person. And so you want to be accountable to somebody and communicate your vision for the week. So your vision for the week is to make an extra $1,000. You need to communicate that to yourself. You need to write $1,000 on your notepad. You need to write $1,000 this week on everything. Like visualization is everything. You got to see it before you see it. And so you want to write, I will make $1,000 this week, whatever your number is, $200, whatever. Because once you start seeing it and you start doing that activity and you communicate it to somebody else, now you're accountable. Okay, you're going to make $1,000 this week. Now, how do you expect to do that? Communicate your sales, communicate your recruits. If you are enrolling new people, say, I'm going to enroll 3 new people today. Whatever it is, 5 new people, communicate that to somebody. If something about telling people something, now you're obligated to do it. Well, that's me. I do not tell my boys yes unless I know I can do it. You know what words I use? I tell my son, okay, if I say yes, it's happening. If I say I'm going to do it, it's happening. I feel obligated to myself and the other person that I've said it to. And so to me, your word is everything. And so my business coach, my mentor, I say, okay, this is my activity this week. I have to produce that amount of activity. I can't even go to sleep if I don't produce what I said I'm going to produce. That's how serious you have to be about your business. That's how serious you have to be about your project. That's how serious you have to be about whatever it is, your dream. You have to be that serious that it bothers you if you don't do it. If I don't do it, it eats me alive. I have to do it. Now, yes, you give yourself some room for, life, but you don't give yourself excuses for it. Okay. Now, if obviously you're in the hospital, you can't do it. That's not what I mean. Okay. So you will stop communicating to people that doesn't serve your business or your opportunity, right? You're only going to talk to people that want you to do it. Okay. So if your goal, write this down. I like to give people homework. Your goal today is to do one thing that scares you. Your goal today, the homework is, I don't care what that one thing is. One thing could be anything. One person you needed to talk to about your services. One person you needed to talk to about your products. Whatever it is. Today, your homework is to do one thing that scares you the most. Okay? Now, obviously, tomorrow, you do it again. And the next day, guess what? You do it again. Okay? And you do it again until it's no longer something that you're afraid to do. You're able to conquer that fear. And yes, a lot of people online, they're like, you're afraid to talk to people. Well, if you're building a people's business, you've got to learn to talk to people. If you're building a people's, empire, you've got to learn to communicate effectively with people. You've got to engage with the people. Like you guys that are watching and learning, and this is helpful for you. You're my people, right? So I got to do something that makes me a little uncomfortable to reach my people. And so what I want is, I want to see the woman that do it. You can DM me. You can actually come back on this live, comment, you did it. I want to know you did that one thing that just freaks you out. Doing a reel just freaks you out. Doing a TikTok, my first one, I didn't delete it. It's there. It freaked me out when I was like, okay, I'm going to do it anyway. People are having fun. I love to have fun. I'm going to do it, right? So I believe in you. I believe in your business, no matter what that is. I am 110% committed to showing up, helping those women who work in corporate America. They want a side hustle. They don't know what to do. Or those women who have a business and you're not quite reaching the success you want. I'm committed to showing up because my hope is to shorten your learning curve, Deandra. My hope is to shorten your learning curve, Cynthia. My hope is to shorten your learning curve, Amber. That's my hope. Okay? So you have to want to learn. And that's the one thing that I believe that has helped me over this time is I want to learn. No one's making me learn. I want to learn it. And so I show up to learn. I attend meetings and Zooms and webinars and, I listen to podcasts because I want to learn. And so you got to make sure that you're saying, I need to learn this. You invest the time to learn this. You've got to put in the sweat equity. Okay? You've got to put in the sweat equity. You are the creator of your destiny. I'm the only vehicle that can help me get there. Me. I am the only vehicle that can help me get to my destination. And so you can do any of these things when you decide. When you decide, I'm doing it. I'm going to do the homework. Who's going to do the homework? Comment below. Homework. Go do the homework. Okay. If you're going to do the homework, if you put homework, I might message you. I'm going to message you back and say, did you do the homework? What was that one thing that you are afraid to do and you conquered that fear? You did it. If you put homework, I'm going to message you and hold you accountable for that. I am. Okay. So you can do any of these things when you decide. So let's run this race. Let's make it happen. I have high expectations this week of you. Okay. Even if I don't know you, you just heard a training. I expect for you to do it. I have high expectations for your month of July. I have high expectations of what you're going to do tomorrow because danger of low expectations is troubling to me. The higher you go, the higher other people will reach. If you go high, they're going to go high too, right? So I want to go higher so I can take other people higher too. I want other people to come with me. That's the point. I want people, let's go together. Let's ride this thing till the wheels fall off. Let's get it. Let's conquer that fear. Let's conquer that thing. Identify what it is and do it. Is that helpful? Oh my gosh, Jerusha. If that's helpful, say yes. Miss Kimberly is in the building. If that's helpful to you, you conquer that thing today. Put homework, and I'm going to hold you accountable to your homework, I promise. Please share. If you got value, please share. Obviously, when I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourselves with it. Okay? There's so much available for us to learn. When you know better, you do better. Yes or yes. Okay? When you know it, there's no way you listen to this training. Now you don't know better. You do know better. You make a decision. I decide if I want to do it or not. I'll tell you a story and I'll let you go. There are two frogs and they're sitting on a log and one frog decided to jump. How many frogs are sitting on the log? Comment below. I'll say it again. There are two frogs sitting on a log. One frog decided to jump. How many frogs are sitting on the log? Most people get this wrong. If you've heard me before, you probably heard it before. Can I name a car for you? I don't know what that means. I can name a business coach for you. I don't know what that means. So if you have a business question, I can help you out. I don't know what that means. Thank you for joining me. Miss Latanya's in the building. Thank you for joining me. Oh, hey, Miss Samuels. Miss Tia is in the building. How many frogs are on the log? Ah, you're so smart. She said two. Okay, two frogs. Okay, two. Oh my gosh, I don't know what you're talking about over there. Two. Yes. Hi, Yvonne is in the building. Okay, and I see you say two on Instagram. I see you said two. Okay, so you're correct if you said two. Somebody said one. You're correct if you said two frogs are still sitting on the log. One decided to jump, but he didn't act on it. So when you make a decision in your business, you make a decision in your life, right? That's where it starts. You actually have to act on it. You start doing action toward that thing. Everybody talks about what they want to do, what they could have done, what they would have done, but they don't act on those things. And so there are still two frogs sitting on the log, because I can decide right now, I decide I'm going to lose weight. I decided that I'm going to, lose weight, but then I go buy ice cream. Okay, then I go buy whatever, and I'm eating unhealthy. Your decision follows action. Write that down. Decisions, then you follow that with actions. Okay, and let me just tell you, if you're struggling in an area, you're struggling. You're struggling to build your business. You're struggling to get clients. You're struggling to lose weight. Whatever it is. Okay, you're struggling to do that. And you're saying, I'm going to wait till I get a little bit more motivated. I'm going to wait till I get a little bit more motivated. Let me just tell you, I say this all the time. Action precedes motivation. So once you make that decision and then you act on that decision and you see results, you get motivated. Okay? So action precedes the motivation. And so it's not until you decide this is where I want to go. You want to write it down, make it plain. Write the vision out, make it plain. You should have what your activity is going to be today. What are your actions going to be today to produce a better you tomorrow? What does that look like? Write it down, make it plain, and make sure you start acting on it. Don't be like the frog and just decide, because you're going to be still sitting on a log. If that was helpful, say helpful, Jerusha. I appreciate you too. If you love this, I am actually, like I said, 2 days training with me. The link is in the bio. How to get more online engagement. I can't wait to tell you all of these things. I'm telling you. How to get more online engagement is free. 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. Just click the link. You'll get all the logistics. Click the link in the bio. If you're on Facebook, the link is in my profile as well. And I'll put the link in the comments. But if you're on TikTok and Instagram, the link is in the bio. Yes, how to get more online engagement. I'm going to give the goods. So if you don't know, now you know. I'm going to share with you exactly how people are getting this type of engagement, like little hacks, Facebook hacks, Instagram hacks, little things that you can adjust so more people see your post. And so you have more, right, people watching your thing. And now you have more people you can talk to and build relationships to build your business. Is that helpful? Well, I cannot wait to work with you. I'll see your beautiful faces on Saturday. I might be live tomorrow as well. So if you follow me, if you're on Facebook, click the 3 lines. When I go live, do see first. When I go live, you'll get a notification. If you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, obviously it'll tell you when a person is live so that you can get the goods. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha Wiggins, and I'll see you on the page. Oh, thank you. Do it scared, Kimberly. Do it scared.